Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be answering questions from you guys, so if you're interested in seeing what I've got to say, then just continue to watch.
Ooh, so dangerous, I get this rush.
So hi guys, if you're new here, welcome. My name is Juliet, I'm a mum of 2 boys and I do 3 videos a week on all sorts. I do lots of hauls and beauty and fashion and lifestyle videos. So if that's the kind of thing you're interested in, there is a little subscribe button down here in red somewhere. I would love for you to click that and stick around. It's completely free and entirely up to you. But without further ado, let's get straight into the video. I put out a question on my community page on YouTube and also over on my Instagram and asked you guys if you had any burning questions, and were there some burning questions. I would answer the ones from Instagram first and then head over to the YouTube questions and have the debate that seems like a hot topic over there. Okay, so the first one was, do you think you and Matt will have any more children? Okay, so probably not. We always said we wanted like 3 or 4 children, and after we had Leo, we really struggled conceiving Lucas. And after we had Lucas, let's just say Leo was an angel and Lucas is much more of a handful, and so I don't think we will have any more. They always say you never have 2 the same, but never say never. Okay, so this is a YouTube related one. What do you use to edit your videos? So I use iMovie. It's just the standard free editor that you get on your Mac, and I will be doing a video on how I started my YouTube and 0 to 5,000 subscribers because it's been highly requested, so I will do that video probably when I get back from holiday. What eyelashes do you use? Okay, I use the Eyelaw number 3 eyelashes, which are the accents. However, today I do have on the Eyelaw special edition 3/4 lashes, which are the Fleur de Force lashes. So I will leave both lashes linked below, but my go-to lashes are the number 3s. I think they are amazing. Have you any alternative suggestions for sandwiches for quick filling lunches, please? So instead of sandwiches, for quick lunches, my children pretty much live on a beige processed diet because they're so picky, but I find some really quick and simple lunches are okay. So if you get the tortilla wraps from Aldi and you put a little bit of tomato puree on and grated cheese, it's like a pizza wrap and Lucas loves that. Also rice cakes and peanut butter, if your child can eat peanut butter, that's a nice quick and easy lunch. Do you know, my boys really like for lunch, you know those little snack pots of baked beans? So I do one of those and then I put a round of toast in the toaster, like a wholemeal round of toast, and then I cut the toast into squares and drop it in the beans. And I don't know how young your children are, but my boys love to just eat baked beans and toast, or spaghetti hoops and toast, and that's a nice quick and easy one. Your best budget tips but still staying up to date with style and fashion. I think this is a really difficult one because I don't want to cause a mass debate about buying cheaper clothes, because I know that I did have a couple of comments about, you know, throwaway fashion is like costing the planet and things like that, and I don't want to push any buttons, but I do think going and buying seasonal items from like Primark and cheaper online stores, like I'm going to be doing a haul with Shein, is it Shein? Soon, which is like a really reasonably priced online store. Like some people will spend loads in like Zara and Next, and you know, there's nothing wrong with that, but I think styles change so quickly. It's so much better to just go to Primark and buy like staple pieces that you could wear throughout the season. Also, another really good tip for like budget style is places like eBay and Shpock, which is like a buy and sell website. Charity shops are another really good one. Some of the things you get in there are amazing, and the reason I never frown at charity shops is because number one, you are helping somebody else by giving money to charity, and number two, I know personally what I've given to charity shops. I've given like brand new Lipsy dresses that I've never worn. I've given them clothes that the kids have literally, some of them have had labels on, and I've given them to charity. So I don't think you should ever frown at buying from charity shops, because you can find some real gems in there and you can always style them up. Even though they might be last season, you'll be surprised what comes back around. So definitely look into charity shops. How long did it take you to get your first 1,000 subscribers? PS, I admire you so much. Oh, so lovely. Thank you so much, Katie. Oh, that's lovely. Thank you so much. Bless you. First 1,000, really difficult to say, because I started my channel like 6 months before I really started my channel, if that makes sense. So it technically did take me like 7 months, but really only took me like just over, probably just under 2 months, because I only started really uploading regularly from like the end of December, beginning of January. So it did probably only take me like a month to 2 months, but I already did have about 100 subscribers. So it took me about just over a month to go from 100 to 1,000. But yeah, that's how long it took me. Have you been recognised in public by a subscriber yet? And if so, how did it feel? No, I haven't. I'm not really that like big. I mean, I did have a lady message me once saying, were you in so-and-so Primark today? I saw you at the tills with your little boy. And I was like, oh yeah, I was. But she didn't come over and say hi. And I was like, next time come and say hi, because I'm like such a people person. So yeah, so I was like, yeah, next time come over and say hi. But that's the closest I've got yet. Somebody did message me after they see me out. That's the closest I have got. How do you always stay so focused and happy? That's a lovely one, thank you. I am not happy and focused all the time. That is the realistic, that is the realness. I have really bad days, would you believe? I do struggle with my mental health. I have done in the past. So what I try to do to try and stay happy and focused is I really try hard to see the positive in everything. I think it can be so difficult. I went through a real bad, like, I've had a personal issue going on for the last couple of months, and it did come to a head a couple of weeks ago. And if anybody follows me on Instagram, I did have like a little mini meltdown on there, and I was really upset. And I am only human at the end of the day, but the best advice I can give anybody is turn your negatives into positives. And also, every day is a new day and a new start. And the kind of mentality I have is, what is worrying going to do about that? Like, is it going to help the situation? No. Is it going to make you feel really pants? Yes, it is. So try not to feel negative about it. Try and move on. Focus on what's important, which, you know, could be your family, or it could be things that you need to do. YouTube has massively helped me, like massively. I haven't really felt like I have stuck at anything all my life. I've really felt like a bit of a, like, you know, floating about, not really knowing what I wanted to do, not knowing what was right for me. And with YouTube, I just feel so like I'm at home with it. Like, I really love it, and that keeps me grounded a little, because I have something to focus on 3 times a week. It is my like passion, and that does help. So definitely thinking of the positives and trying to be in that mindset of being negative and down isn't going to help the situation. And thirdly, find something that you really enjoy or that you're passionate about. It doesn't have to be YouTube, it could be a sport or reading or cooking. Just find something that you really enjoy, and that will really, really help you like stay focused. I feel that's what I do anyway. I thought you were a stay-at-home mum. What do you work as? Love your channel, you're so nice. Thank you, Arlene, that's so lovely. I am a stay-at-home mom. I do wedding photography, so it is not like a full-time job. It's a family business. My mum and my dad has been a wedding photographer for like years, and I used to go to weddings when I was younger, and I grew up kind of doing weddings from when I was about 17, 18. So I do the odd wedding. Like, I've only done 3 or 4 this year, and I've probably only got another 2 to do this year. So it's not something that I work at full time. I stopped doing it when I had Lucas because wedding photography is something you really need a lot of confidence to do, and even though it kind of comes as second nature to me now, I was in a really difficult place after I had Lucas mentally, and I really struggled with my self-confidence, and so I didn't really push the wedding photography. So I have the last like couple of weeks, which might be what you're referring to, been doing a little bit of work for a friend of mine. So I have been doing some marketing work just from home, only a few hours a week, because just trying to help with money at the moment. Money isn't like great at the moment. Obviously I'm still at home all the time, and Matt is still working, but I'm still at home with the 2 boys. So yeah, any kind of like little bits of work that I can do, I will. But really, yes, I am a stay-at-home mum. If you had to name a baby girl and a baby boy tomorrow, what names would you use? Okay, so if we had a boy, we would probably go with Elijah. Lucas was actually going to be called Elijah until about a week before we had him. I just had this, I don't know, I just had this urge, this feeling, something came over me about a week or 2 before we had Lucas, and I was just like, I want to call him Lucas, and Matt really liked it, so we went with that. And if we had a girl, there's a couple of names I really like. I really like Alyssa. Let's get on to the YouTube questions. So I had, what do you prefer, a night out or a night in? Night in, 100%. Takeaway, preferably pizza from Domino's with a cookie dough, with cookies, and something good on telly, and maybe a glass of martini asti. Yeah, definitely a night in kind of girl. The days of going out are long gone. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like going out for meals, so me and Matt like to go out for a meal once in a while and have a date night. But personally, I would prefer just staying in. It's just so much easier as well with the children, because you haven't got to worry about babysitters or getting back for a certain time. So yeah, I definitely prefer to have a night in. If you could have lunch with anyone living or from the past, famous or not, who would it be and where would you be lunching? Well, I'd have to go to Miller and Carter because it's my favourite place to go. There's no, you don't have to take me anywhere posh. I would be happy with a good Miller and Carter. And I would probably say Will Smith. I love Will Smith. And I don't just like him as an actor, I think he's such a great person. Like, if you listen to his motivational YouTube videos and things that he does like that, I just really like him. So I think if it was anyone, I'd have to go with him because he's funny as well, isn't he? So my question is, what size were you before losing weight and doing your body transformation, and what is your favourite food? So my favourite food is either steak or chocolate. Like, steak or chocolate. I love steak and I love chocolate, Galaxy chocolate. And what size was I before losing weight? So this is quite a lengthy one, Jill. I've kind of been up and down in my weight for a long time. The biggest I've ever been was a size 20, but that was a fair few years ago before the children. And then before my body transformation, I was probably about I'd say like a large 14, 16, and now I'm fitting into 10s. So yeah, probably I would say 14 before the body transform, like before Slimming World. So the beginning of this year. Oh, bless you, Beth. You are looking fabulous and your confidence is growing and growing. My question is, what job did you have before you had your 2 little men, or do you still do it? Like I said, I do a little bit of wedding photography, but my most recent permanent full-time job was actually in car sales. So in between Leo and Lucas, I worked for Audi as a car saleswoman. That's what I did on my most recent job. But I actually did my degree in business and management, so worked more like in marketing before I had Leo. You're an inspirational woman, Juliet. Thank you, Arlene. I'd like to know, who is your inspiration and role model? So when it comes to YouTube, Emily Norris is a massive inspiration, only because she was the first YouTuber I ever watched. And to see how far she has come now, like when I subscribed to Emily's channel, I think she didn't even have, I think she had about 6,000 subscribers, and now she's like over 400,000 subscribers. So she is massively an inspiration, like in the YouTube world, like what I do. But I would say that my biggest inspiration other than her is my parents. They inspire me with the fact that they're in the 70s and they still keep going, and they've been able to give us everything we've ever wanted and just be great parents. And I inspire to be like my parents. Like, I don't think anybody else inspires me more than they do, because everything I do, I want to show them that they have raised me to, I don't know, I want them to look at me and be proud and be like, oh, we did that, you know. So they're my inspiration. Who is my favourite singer? Kelly Clarkson. I love Kelly Clarkson. I just think she's an amazing singer, and I just find her voice absolutely amazing. I also really like Amy Lee from Evanescence. I think she's got a beautiful voice. What's your most annoying habit? Matt would say definitely leaving lids of things and leaving cupboards open. Like, I don't know what is the matter with me, but I do. I leave like cupboards open. I'm a health and safety hazard. I don't know why I do it, but I do. I leave cupboards open, I leave drawers open, and I leave lids of things, and Matt always goes nuts at me. Who would you say is your style icon? This is a weird one because I don't think I do really have a style icon. I am very much like, I like what I like myself. Like, I don't really, obviously I follow trends because doesn't everybody, but I've just got my own kind of style, I suppose, and I don't really follow fashion that much like you probably think I do, but I don't. I do love, I have to say, Lucy Jessica Carter on YouTube. She's got a really nice fashion. But then outside, like celebrity wise, I really don't know. Like, okay, so let's get on to the burning question. So some of the questions I've had: plastic surgery, what's your views, and have you had anything done? Then I had this one, really made me giggle, Victoria. Well, I'm just going to come out with it and ask if you had a boob job. Not because I'm weird, but because they look fabulous. My question is the same as Victoria, or I want a pair like yours. Yeah, so a lot of the plastic surgery questions are going on, and I am 100% open and honest. Yes, I have had a boob job. I had a boob job when I was about 20, and then I actually had the PIP implants. So one of them ruptured and I had to have my implants redone. I think it was when I was about 24. I've had my breasts done for 11 years now. So it was pre-children. So to cut a long story short, I was a very, very overweight teenager, and I lost a lot of my weight very, very fast. And the first place it went was from my boobs, and I didn't really have a lot to start with anyway. I think the biggest I ever was a B, but then when I lost all my weight, I literally went down to a double A on the one side, and I would say, like, yeah, I went down to like a double A, and because they were so small as well, one was definitely recognisably bigger than the other, because one had nothing, like nothing, and the other one had like a little bit. So it was something that I was really self-conscious about. I didn't like going on holiday. We went on holiday with the girls, like I just couldn't wear bikinis. I had to wear chicken fillets everywhere because I was just really conscious of it. So I mean, my views on plastic surgery are this: I would not promote plastic surgery or tell anyone to go and get it done, but I think do what you want to do and do what makes you happy. I don't think it's really anybody else's business what you decide to do. Like, I don't mind talking about it, I don't mind telling you guys. I'm really not, it's something that I'm really proud of. Like, I love my boobs, I really do. But if somebody said to me, oh well, I disagree with plastic surgery, I'd be like, well, that's fine, that's your opinion. But I know, to me, I was in a really low place after my weight loss. I'd lost all this weight and I really thought that I was going to be so much happier, and I really wasn't. I was really upset about my body. I had really bad loose skin. Everyone's seen my mum pouch. Well, I had that mum pouch before children, and so yeah, so when I lost the weight, I had that, and then I had no boobs either. And what people have got to remember is that I was only 19 at the time, and I had like a really unflattering body, and I was really upset. And so I was young and I had the money because I'd worked hard for it, and so I thought, why not? So I did it. And it's the reason it is very has she, hasn't she, is because my implants are actually under the muscle. My boobs weren't even big enough to have implants. They had to cut through, sorry if you're squeamish, they had to cut through my chest wall and actually put them under the muscle. So that is why I don't have the prominent, like kind of circular shape that you normally get when you have breast implants. It's because mine are under the muscle, so when I exercise they kind of lift up a little. So yeah, but the burning question is answered. Yes, I have had a boob job. If anybody wants any advice or any information on it, I'm happy to talk more about it. It's, as I say, it's not something that I shy away from. I'm very proud of my boob job, and if somebody asked me if I would do it again tomorrow, I would say yes. Not going to say that it didn't hurt though. It absolutely killed. But, and I had to have it done twice. I have answered everything that you wanted to know. If you have got any more questions, feel free to fire them over to me on Instagram, or if you wanted me to do another one of these videos, I am happy to sit down and talk to you. I really enjoy letting you get to know me a bit better. If you did like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and I would love for you to subscribe and stick around. And until next time, guys, take care. Bye! Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. That's just wonky. It's better. But now I'm not central. That's better. Oh god, I've got a problem. But it is something I still enjoy. But it is something I still enjoy. But it is something I still enjoy. But it is something I still enjoy doing. So yes, I do. But yeah, I do that.